From the end event of this season being teased to the death of Fortnite's very own Jonesy and the final battle between Doom and Hope leading to the Chapter 2 map, we're exploring 6 theories in Fortnite Season 4. And the story begins where we find Hope, Jones, and Shuri continuing their plan of repurposing the Stark Rift beacons that were brought into the island by Magneto last season.
Shuri thinks she can reverse the energetic flow of the Rift beacons with Rift recalibrators.
You can see this within a loading screen, and after collecting the chips needed, Shuri alongside Jones manages to reverse the Rift beacons, with the plan being to use them to rift Doom right back into the Marvel universe, exactly like they did to Galactus in the first Marvel season. The plan begins, but the Rift beacons short-circuited and failed, making it clear that there's someone who's leaked their plans, and we'll touch on this soon.
The recalibrators are short-circuiting. But why?
But in the meantime, Hope has her doubts about her really being the Hope meant to save us from Doom's tyranny.
I have no powers. I'm no master tactician. I'm just a girl with some spray cans.
She sees all these heroes around her, like Shuri, who has a super suit, is a super genius, and has traveled all the way across reality to fight Doom, and Hope just doesn't think she's capable of doing the same. There's War Machine with his very own suit, Peelverine, who now has an adamantium skeleton and literal claws, and she reveals that ever since the Oracle's prophecy, she's been looked at by everyone as the leader who's gonna lead them against Doom, and on the outside, she plays that part pretty well, but on her inside, she can't really help but wonder if Pandora's box made a mistake when choosing her as the island's savior. However, what she plans on doing is to try as hard as she can. But in order to do this, she's gonna need some help from her peers. After the Rift beacons failed, Hope and Jones and the Oracle visited Doomstat, where Jones gets a feeling something strange is happening here. The Oracle reveals that since Dr. Doom can't force perfection on the island yet, he's gonna find ways to create the illusion of it. In this case, he tasked Mysterio of creating an illusion all around Doomstat, forcing the people living there to view Doom as their true leader and savior, following his commands blindly in this perfect society built by him. As you enter the POI, there's even a dark shroud of darkness activated, adding to this mysterious effect enabled by Mysterio, all a part of Doom's plan, one which will end up killing one of Fortnite's main protagonists. But once Hope sees what Mysterio's been doing, she's instantly furious, as she's been the one to stand against such overlords, robbing people of their free will and their personality. She wants Mysterio to pay for what he's done, and Jones confirms that she has the fire of a hero inside of her.
You just have to believe that it is.
It doesn't seem like much, Jones.
Believe me, it's everything.
The feel to right and injustice, as he claims. Jones himself has went through this before too, when he decided to betray the imagined order after he understood what it was that they were really doing to the people of the island and letting all of reality just perish. With the same commonality, he reassures Hope that this is why everyone follows her lead and that she for sure is going to be able to take down Doom because of her need to stand up for those who just can't. But now it's time to reveal who it was that made the Rift beacons short circuit, and it's none other than Emma Frost. The heroes take down Mysterio at Doomsat, and now they prepare to complete their plan by neutralizing Emma Frost so that she'll stop preventing the Rift beacons from working. Once she's down, they're going to be able to rift Doom away for once and for all. In the midst of this all though, there's a hidden plotline being built that hints at one of Fortnite's main characters dying this season. This character is Jones, who in this chapter has went through multiple arcs and is now being teased to fall during the battle with Dr. Doom. He himself revealed that he always expects these encounters with villains to be his last every single time, which is a callback to the Visitor wanting to retire back in Chapter 3 Season 3, and we all know what happened to him just a season later, when he was consumed by Chrome and went missing until this very day. More evidence to Jones's death or retirement is the fact that all characters in the Fortnite story, Jonesy is the one that's gotten the most development, especially in this chapter. In Chapter 4 Season OG, he had to make the ultimate sacrifice by going back in time and losing his most trusted co-worker, Sloan. And the next time we saw him in Chapter 5 Season 1, he was set on a path of vengeance in order to rescue his buddy, Peely. Even Odyssey, who briefly appeared to tease the Chapter 5 Season 2 theme, saw Jones's future and told him reality is not done with him yet, and that he's wandered away from his true path. Now in this season again, we saw him getting rid of this hate and lust for vengeance, and is now once again aiming for justice. Because he's been through all that though, it would make sense for the end of the story to be near, because in this chapter, Jones has not been the protagonist as it's been Hope all along. After Jonesy was the main character of Chapters 2 and 3, leading the 7 to battle and preventing endless crises, this chapter he's been the perfect mentor to Hope, supporting her to be a successful replacement to him, leading reality's fearless warriors to battle. And it's a common trope in stories for mentors to sacrifice themselves in order for their students to be able to avenge them and inherit their legacy, which is exactly what Jones plans to do. We all know this season Jones was given the Captain America shield from Steve Rogers himself to assist in the battle versus Doom. But in a newly revealed story loading screen, we can see that charging at Dr. Doom with the shield is Hope. Not only that, but the artist revealed the first versions with concept art for the loading screen, and there's 2 more variations that hint at Jones sacrificing himself. One of these is Hope holding a broken Captain America shield, a reference to the Captain America shield being broken in Avengers Endgame, and the other one is Hope holding Jonesy's iconic pickaxe from his current back bling. Because yes, even now in the battle pass, Captain Jonesy's pickaxe is his regular axe alongside this Captain America shield. Even in the beginning of the season, the Oracle gave us a prophecy for what is about to follow, and one of the lines might make a lot more sense right now. She mentioned that there will be a victory hidden in defeat, and right now Hope doesn't think she's worthy enough to take on Doom by herself. The theory is that in their first encounter, something is going to happen and Jones will be sacrificing himself, falling before Doom, who will crack his shield, just like in the final loading screen. Seeing her mentor and friend fall, Hope will be furious and want to still avenge Jones. This will lead her to finally having the motive to take on Doom with all of her power, using Jones's shield as a way to commemorate him. And by the way she seems to be charging at Doom in the loading screen, she's definitely seeking her revenge. And perhaps we'll finally see Hope carry Jones's legacy and officially become Fortnite's new main character in the following chapters. Doom, however, isn't going to quit very easily. He's already in the most powerful form we've ever seen him in, with his newly revealed Pandora's armor. He was forging this for the first few weeks of the season, and now is not only able to withstand the powers and effects of Pandora's box, but also use it to his very advantage. In the same loading screen where he's attacked by Hope, we can see him in a gigantic version, blasting Hope with what seems to be identical to the vortex that Pandora's boxes let out. This occurred in many different events, and it confirms that now Doom is able to use the abilities from the Pantheon of Pandora's box from Season 2. But it's Doom's emo that teases what will be happening to the island if his plan succeeds. In his emo, you can see a hologram of the island right now as it stands, alongside some red markings that could target the location of each hero on the island or the places Doom considers to be imperfect. As he revealed in his very own dialogue, he'll make the island perfect by all means, and it looks like that includes him destroying it and rebuilding it in his very own image if he has to. Doom also has new dialogue, this time teasing this season's final event. When the rift beacons malfunctioned, you could hear Doom's monologue threatening Hope.
I've heard this island's cowards whimper your name in fear. Hope. You may be prophecy, but I am judgment.
Doom reveals that the island's cowards have placed their trust in her, and while she may be the subject of a prophecy, Doom is judgment. He also looks forward to their weapons crossing in battle, and he expects to find her lacking skills and will to face him. But if Doom really eliminates Jones, then Hope will find her true self and courage to beat him for once and for all. All of this is ultimately going to lead to Fortnite Chapter 2 OG, and now we may finally have a hint at why we'll be visiting this period in the Fortnite history. Doom has a time platform that in the comics he builds within Castle Doom. This time the platform can be used to access any point in history and also change the courses of events that have already occurred. Chapter 2 is one of those crucial points in the Fortnite story, not only because of its live events, but also because it's the chapter where we were introduced to Agent Jones for the very first time, the person Doom seeks to defeat. More specifically, this happened during the device event, where Midas's machine temporarily was breaking the loop, forcing us to the headquarters of the Imagined Order, where we had our very first encounter with John Jones. Because he's such an important character, Hope may steal his time platform and use it in order to undo Jones's death and bring him back. This might end up being the plot of Chapter 2, and it would mean we need to time travel all the way back in time to experience the device event again, and we know this is what's going to happen thanks to leaks. And perhaps this will just be how we manage to rescue Jonesy and keep our main character when he inevitably passes away this season. But first, with Fortnitemares now on the horizon, an old comic revolves around Doom again and again summoning Mephisto every year and attempting to fight him and rescue his fallen mother Cynthia Von Doom from the underworld. This appears to be what he's doing in his forge, and now with him equipped with Pandora's upgraded armor, we're gonna have to wait and see if he's able to defeat Mephisto, the real villain of this season, and if so, then maybe Jones is to shortly follow in passing. The story's about to kick into overdrive, so like and subscribe for more.